Com.Sujata Mody from the New Trade Union Initiative. I am working with garment workers and domestic workers, and basically women workers. I think the 2019 general strike for 2 days is very, very important. In recent years, in September, we had the strike by insurance employees, and then there were so many campaigns and protests by farmers. So workers coming out to protest is very, very important, and they are going to strike on many, many issues that are facing them. Principally, the way in which the BJP government has been undermining all labor laws, all labor rights. The issue of domestic workers is another very, very important issue, because this is the one sector which has seen the highest growth in employment, and it's completely unregulated. I mean, wages are abysmal. The conditions of work are completely unregulated, and workers have been asking. We know that the national platform is fighting for it, and so in the meantime the government brings in so-called not a regulation for work but a trafficking bill, then bills which could affect the lives of workers who are migrating or moving between states. So I say something quickly on garment workers. As far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, 2014 brought some hope to them by a new minimum wage. But in 2019, I can say very clearly that that minimum wage which was decided in 2014 has not yet been implemented. And the lack of implementation is partly because of the way in which employers continuously attack workers and the union. They don't allow the union to function on the shop floor. The other is that the Labour Department has not even been able to settle issues and cases from 2017 and 16. So we have been waiting for 2 years and 3 years for our cases. As far as celebrity fashions, a company in an SEZ is concerned, they have been dismissed from work for purely coming up with a pamphlet. The pamphlet had said that they want a 20% bonus, they want to be consulted when there is overtime and comp off, they wanted better HR practices and right to leave and not to be forced to resign, or the whole system of resign and rejoin. So these were some very, very simple issues that they raised, and they also wanted the reinstatement of their General Secretary Elizabeth, who was summarily suspended for no mistake of hers. So I would say that this is not only celebrity, but celebrity has been on the forefront of fighting for the rights of garment workers. So in the garment industry, one big problem is there's continuous harassment and violence at the workplace. Slam clothing is a case in point, which is producing for one of the major European brands. And there's a case against a manager and supervisor in which 4 or 5 women have lodged complaints. And over a year, we have been running pillar to post between the company, the Labour Department, the Women's Commission, the District Collector. And there is no solution in sight, because no garment company, including SLAM, has an internal complaints committee. So recently we have filed a writ in the High Court, and we got a interim order. Basically, directing the district collectors and the government to ensure that companies have working internal complaints committee. I would say that there needs to be a rethought by the government on regulation of work, on wages, on social security, and this strike is the right time for us to bring these issues. That women workers need to be recognized as an important force in our economy, and their contribution needs to be put into terms of, our national product or domestic product, and they should be valued, and therefore if they get valued, your economy is also going to be able to create the resources for their social security.